Hey everybody, Lee here. Welcome back to Grain-Free Insights. There's something I'd like to talk to everyone about today that is a way that people are getting cross-contaminated in restaurants, especially very wonderful high-end sit-down restaurants, and they're not aware of it. How often have you gone to a restaurant? First of all, how often have you gone to a high-end restaurant and there's no salt or pepper on the table? That's very common. Restaurants that have chefs that are very proud of their work very often do not put salt and pepper on the table because they feel that when they bring the food to you, it's going to be perfectly seasoned. Now, I've got to tell you, sometimes I hide little salt and pepper packets in my purse for that very reason, because I'm not always finding restaurant food to be seasoned perfectly, even at some of the better restaurants. But there's another reason why you might want to bring your own salt and pepper. It's because a lot of restaurants, and again, a lot of sit-down restaurants, when you ask for salt or pepper, they bring the type of salt and pepper shakers that are more like grinders. This is especially common for pepper, where when you grind the pepper on the top, the pepper comes out the bottom. Now, there's a lot of different styles and a lot of different makes and models of this type of salt and pepper shaker or grinder. But here's what you need to know, and maybe you haven't thought about it before. When they bring a pepper grinder to the table and they put it on the table and you don't know where it's been in the kitchen, what if there's like one small little crumb of bread there and that salt or pepper grinder picks it up, and now you go to salt or pepper your food. If you're a highly sensitive person when it comes to wheat or gluten, like me, all it takes is a fraction of a crumb to make me sick for a week and to make my body explode in the restaurant, for lack of a better term. Some people, too, who have celiac disease are non-reactive celiacs, and that means that they can get cross-contaminated, but they don't know it because their body doesn't tell them. They don't get diarrhea, they don't get a rash, nothing really happens to make them feel uncomfortable. And those are the people that I worry about the most, because if you do get cross-contaminated and you don't know it, you can keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And how often are you at a restaurant and the server comes over and says, "Would you like some fresh cracked pepper on your salad?" Same thing can happen. You don't know where that pepper grinder has been or what it might have on the bottom. Even if you look at it and it looks completely clean, I would still opt for putting my own pepper on, as much as I love fresh cracked pepper in a restaurant. So, of course, the answer to this is, if you're in a restaurant where they bring you a salt or pepper grinder, please ask them if they have any salt or pepper packets, or just bring your own and have them ready should you encounter that type of situation. It's such an easy way to get cross-contaminated. Also in someone's home, a lot of people use salt and pepper grinders on their tables at home. And if they're not a dedicated gluten-free environment, the chances of getting cross-contamination from one of those grinders is very high. So again, bring your own and make sure that you're ready to season your food without having to worry about it. Have you ever had any issues like that? Or can you think of ways in restaurants or at someone's home it is super easy to get cross-contaminated and not even realize it until boom, now you're hit and you're feeling the effects? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And thank you for being here. Have a great grain-free life. See you again soon.